Hey y'all, it's Dr. Docky here, and this is a game that I covered recently on my previous video, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about it some more. Who's Hungry? This is a horror game that was recently released by Daniel Fernandez. The setting takes place in a time where robots have all but wiped out humanity. Now, I personally don't usually do very well with horror games. I tend to like psychological thriller, psychological horror, as jump scares really get to me, and then like chase scenes, they really make me super paranoid and had to close the game and just don't do too well with them. But this was the psychological type game that I really love. They really play on the human element and entice you with believable stories that make you think and get in your head. Now, Who's Hungry has a very unique combat system. I haven't seen anything like it, where you roll a die basically, and it's between 1 or 0, and then you have to exceed or meet your opponent's roll in order to do damage. As the game progresses, this does get a little sluggish as you kind of sit there and wait for it to roll, and then you kind of just, you get to sit there, but I think for the most part, it plays to its strength, and I really enjoyed it. The story of the game unfolds beautifully with fantastic pacing, and it breaks up a lot of the tension when there is some, with jokes and humor and physical, like visual gags. It also rewards the player for exploration. As it's explained early on in the game, Delhi has no way of seeing really. They use a GPS, and that GPS doesn't always show everything. With that in mind, you can find a lot of hidden items around the areas, and it rewards the player for exploration. Now for me, my favorite part of this game was the characters. The way they interact, they tell their story, they're presented. They feel very real and relatable. Along with the art, beautiful art, every single character, sprite, tile is wonderfully done. Now with all that said, I don't want to get too much into any part of this game because I think you should really go and experience it yourself. It is a short experience. I think I completed my playthrough at about 5 hours, and at the price tag of $4.99, it's well worth it. And as always, the link for the game is going to be in the description, and check out my curator, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.